Hey guys, my name's Jonathan Reich, and if you can't tell from the bags under my eyes, I'm an accountant, and we just got done with the October 15th deadlines. So, as an accountant, or more specifically, a CPA, I help a lot of my clients deal with managing their invoices, managing their payables, managing their receivables. And a tool that I lean on a lot for that is Melio because it does all of those things and it does them all very well. And so today I wanted to talk to y'all about the best way to get credit card payments from your clients. And then I wanted to showcase how to use Melio to do that because it just is overall a pretty simple platform. So I don't know about you guys, but one of my favorite things to do when I work is to get paid. It's why we all go to work. You've got bills, I've got bills. I'm trying to keep the lights on. I'm trying to keep a roof over my head. So we need to be able to take payment methods in any form, whether it be ACH, checks, wires, credit cards, and Melio does a good job of that. So today I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So first things first, you'll obviously need to log in and create a Melio account. They do have a free version. That's the one that I'm kind of showcasing this on. But if you're going to be sending tons of bills or paying tons of bills, you're definitely going to want to check out some of their more premium versions. Their pricing, I have gone over their pricing page in other videos, but it's pretty affordable for what you get, in my opinion. So once you're logged in, you're going to want to navigate over to the Get Paid tab. This is probably my favorite part of the day, is getting to send that invoice because you have finished up that big project. So you'll go here. I have shown how to upload files in other videos. Today, I'm going to just enter my invoice details manually. And so I'm going to send this to myself because I want to show you guys what it comes through as after it's been sent. So I'm thinking $1,500 today. I think the new iPhone just came out not too long ago. Maybe I should treat myself. So I'll bill myself $1,500 to go get that new iPhone Pro 17 Max or whatever they're on now. And it's due immediately because I want to go and get it today. So save and close. And that's it. And so I'm going to clip the video for a second. That email is going to come through, and then I'll show you what it looks like when your client receives it. So we're going to navigate away. This email did come through, so you can see here it's $1,500. It's billed to myself. And so when you click, or when your client clicks on that link, it's going to pull them to this page to where you're able to input your payment information. And so they'll input their email address, bank, card, 2.9% for card fees. That's going to be pretty typical. However, I do want to note that you do have the option of having your client cover that, or you can cover that. So they may not see that 2.9% fee. If you're having some trouble with your receivables and you need to talk to your client and say, look, do you have a way to pay with a credit card? Like, can we get paid that way? You're really overdue. This is a nice middle ground. If they want to go ahead and get that payable taken care of and they have some room on their card, you cover the fee. Everybody's happy. So go ahead and put their information here. I'm not going to click on this because I actually did that on the first recording for this video and it showcased my entire card number. So I'm not going to make that mistake again. And then you would input your client's billing address. It'll show you what is being paid via the fee. And then that's it. That's how you get paid with Melio via credit card. It's that easy. A lot of it's going to be on the client side. You're just going to bill as normal. And then you can see where things are on your invoicing dashboard. One other thing that I want to cover about Melio before we get into some of the pitfalls is, let's say you have quite a bit of invoices to send out and you don't want to sit there and enter all that information, just like I did a second ago. And you don't want to use like PDFs and upload several PDFs. So this is something that I really like. If you go to New Invoice and then you click Add Invoices, you can upload a list of CSV. And so CSV just stands for comma separated value. It's something that's pretty common in accounting, finance, bookkeeping, things like that. Like there's .excel, .csv, .word, .pdf. All these should be relatively familiar. And so you can actually generate quite a bit of invoices in one go using Melio. And so this is it. This is all that you need. You need the name of the company, the amount, the invoice number, and when it's due. And so you can go ahead and just drop that in and it'll generate those invoices and then push them over to your dashboard And so you and your clients can still get paid if you're kind of behind on billing, guilty as charged, and you need to catch up real quick. That is a viable option. So, and then those clients can pay via credit card. I didn't plan on getting into that today on how to get paid with Melio whenever your clients want to use a credit card, but I just thought it was a nice little tidbit because it's a great way to save a ton of time when creating those invoices. All right, guys. So let's talk about some of the things to be on the lookout for whenever you're allowing your clients to pay via credit card or you are collecting payment via credit card. So Melio is a great tool to do that, but some of the things that I see as a CPA that a lot of people may not realize are even an issue is chargebacks, one, and then refund mechanics. So first, chargeback, let's say maybe you collect payment from a customer. They're not necessarily happy with services received. And then they say, okay, Capital One, I'm going to do a chargeback for $250. That guy really messed up my taxes and I don't ever want to talk to him. And so I'm just going to do a chargeback. So typically what I've seen is those chargebacks, well, first you'll see that money pulled from your account. This does not come from Melio. This is Capital One pulling those funds back. And so you'll need to kind of have a team member who's either on top of that watching for those chargebacks, someone who has the bandwidth, capability, and time to gather evidence. Okay, how did they mess up the tax return? Where are services rendered per the agreement, per the contract? Make sure you can defend yourself in cases of chargebacks, because you really don't want to have a ton of chargebacks, because eventually your bank is going to start saying, why are they having so many chargebacks? Are they not running a legitimate business? Are they not doing a good job? Chargebacks just really don't look good. Every now and then you'll get that one irritated customer who you were never going to be able to please. But that is something you need to think about when you are taking credit card payments. The other thing is refunds. So refunds do not flow directly through Melio. Melio is primarily a vendor payment issuing service and an accounts receivable billing service. And that's really where they shine. They can push a lot of that data over to QuickBooks. But for refunds, you're either going to need to issue a check. You'll need to set them up as a vendor and then pay that customer for whatever the agreed upon refund amount would be. Or you can set up an ACH with your bank. So Melio is kind of the middleman for collecting and sending those payments, but they're not going to help you necessarily with the credit card nuances that I've kind of run across in the past. So overall, I do really think that Melio is a good platform to use for credit card billing, especially with that CSV upload everything all at once. That's a pretty nice, slick design, but be on the lookout for some of those pitfalls. And I'm glad I could showcase how to collect those credit card payments for you guys using this software. So on to the next one, and thanks for watching.